This episode is brought to you by Netflix. From the co-director of Shrek and the visionary behind Toy Story comes Spellbound, a magical new animated adventure starring Rachel Zegler, John Lithgow, Jennifer Lewis, Nathan Lane, and Titus Burgess with Javier Bardem and Nicole Kidman. When a powerful spell turns her parents into monsters, Princess Elian must journey into the wild to reverse the curse before it's too late. Watch Spellbound, only on Netflix November 22nd.
Today on CityCast Philly, as much as I love peeling potatoes, stuffing a turkey, and making some mac and cheese, this year I think I'm going to choose peace and maybe see if someone else can do the cooking for me. I'm here with Maddie Schweitzer-LeMay, local food reporter and the founder of Tiny Table Tours, who host walking food tours around the city. We're talking about some of the restaurants in the city that have dinner covered on Thanksgiving. It's Monday, November 18th. I'm Trinity Nuri, and here's what Philly's talking about. Maddie, have you ever eaten out for Thanksgiving?
I have eaten out for Thanksgiving. I am on strike from Thanksgiving personally in my own life this year. So I refuse. I need peace as well. So I'm a big fan of letting someone else do it. These people are professionals, let them do their jobs.
So where do you go to order your meal?
So I've done a couple different things. I've done I want to have the traditional Thanksgiving experience. So I'm going to go someplace that's going to do turkey stuffing, gravy, etc. I've also done non-traditional Thanksgiving foods.
Like what?
Yeah. So in the past, I've done Dim Sum Garden, Dim Sum House by Jane G's. They're open this year. Their University City location is open. And that's really fun because soup dumplings are so good.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing. You can get a bunch of people together, be at a big round table, eat personally, I would like to eat my weight in soup dumplings, fried green beans. You could have a poultry on the table. I guess you could do some kind of chicken.
Yeah, salt and pepper chicken. Oh my God. The salt and pepper chicken wings. Oh my God. So good. And I guess it's cheaper too than buying a big turkey. I mean, I know that grocery prices are something that a lot of us are thinking about this year, especially.
For sure.
I have actually a hack. If you don't want to cook a whole turkey, just cook a chicken. You can literally brine it the same way. I brine mine overnight and let that bird cook in the morning. And it's so much cheaper.
I think a chicken is a great option for a Thanksgiving meal, especially if you're not cooking for a huge number of people and you don't want to end up with a giant carcass in your fridge of leftovers.
Or turkey leftovers, a bunch of turkey hoagies and sandwiches for 2 days.
I know.
Okay, so you told us enough with the turkey, but if you are looking for a traditional Thanksgiving meal, so that is the cranberries, mashed potatoes, gravy, and the turkey, where should we go?
I love the ritual of Thanksgiving. I think that going out to a nice restaurant where your family might get dressed up and you could do something else relaxing in the morning and then have a really nice meal where you're going to eat a beautifully cooked bird and these other foods. I'm all for that as well. There's a bunch of options. Fork in Old City is a lovely restaurant. They're kind of one of the original farm to table style restaurants in Philadelphia. So they do a really wonderful menu of Thanksgiving classics that are done just a little better than what you could probably do at home. You're going to get Parker House rolls, which are a pain to make at home. You get to choose between a ribeye, an heirloom turkey, a whole trout. They also are doing a squash with lentils and candied pumpkin seeds for vegetarians and vegans. They'll do your classic roast vegetables. They're going to do mashed potatoes with gravy. They're going to make incredible stuffing from bread made by their sister restaurant, High Street. So, you're going to get to have the classics, but you get to relax. You pay for that luxury, but I think it's worth it. And like you said, I mean, cooking Thanksgiving dinner, not necessarily so cheap either.
And it's a beautiful restaurant. It's got this intimate setting and a beautiful bar as well. Okay, Maddie, where else should we go?
Okay, so another really fun option if you want something much more laid back. A lot of places do like a set menu. So you pay a set price and then you get what they have given with like a couple of choices in between. If that doesn't appeal to you, Bridget Foy's is a really good option. They're doing a special Thanksgiving menu, but it is a la carte. So you can sort of like build your perfect meal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think, you know, they have butternut squash gratin. They have a really nice Honeycrisp apple salad, butternut squash soup. They're also going to have like, you know, special cocktails, which are fun, but it's much more laid back. That would be a great place to go with kids. It would be a great place to go with people who have maybe like a little bit of ambivalence about Thanksgiving. You can also opt for their set menu, which is $38 a person, which I think is actually a really good deal. And it has...
Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, it has roast turkey, mashed potato, stuffing, Brussels sprouts, cranberry sauce, and gravy. Like, play the hits, and then you can add on a couple of things if you want. But you could also like skip it and be like, I'm going to have braised short ribs and Caesar salad. And somebody else at your table could have the classic Thanksgiving experience. So if your family can't agree or you have sort of like mixed desires around Thanksgiving, I feel like Bridget Foy's is a really good option.
Great.
Yeah. So Bridget Foy's is in Head House Square, right off the square. And also in that neighborhood is the Twisted Tail.
And what are they offering?
They're doing that set menu. So you get your choice of entree and then a bunch of sides served family style. So, you know, you can do roasted turkey with cranberry sauce. You can do a pineapple glazed ham, which I'm extremely personally into.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people eat ham or they eat ham for Christmas or something.
Yeah. They're also doing a prime rib with horseradish, which like for me leans Christmas, but I'm not mad at it.
Right.
They're also going to do like a honey barbecued salmon with spicy shallots, which sounds really, really good.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you're going to get mini pies. So they're doing pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and apple crumb pie. I think for me, maybe the thing that I actually feel the most strongly about on Thanksgiving is the desserts.
Of course.
I really do want to eat those things.
Yeah.
And so I like that they're like, here are the classics. We're not going to reinvent that for you.
You know what? I actually like to eat cheesecake on the holidays too.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, there are a bunch of bakeries doing takeout, you know, to go desserts. And so many of them do cheesecakes, which is not something that I grew up with, but I love. Is there a particular type of cheesecake that your family does?
All of them.
Absolutely. This is not the time for restraint.
No, don't hold back. Wear some stretchy pants. All right.
Wear some stretchy pants, indeed.
Maddie, I can't wait to hear more of your restaurant recommendations that will take the anxiety out of Thanksgiving. That's after the break. Stunning stalactites, stupendous stalagmites, flowing limestones frozen in time, formations that are bigger than most houses. Luray Caverns has so many jaw-dropping marvels, you have to see it to believe it. And after the awe and wonder of the caverns, explore local history at the Shenandoah Heritage Museum. Get a hands-on lesson in geology as you mine for gems at the Gem Sleuths. See the oldest operating car in America at the Car and Carriage Caravan. And take a look at a simpler life on the streets of Toy Town Junction. For almost 150 years, families have been unlocking all of the must-see wonders of nature that you can discover at Luray Caverns 365 days a year. Plan the perfect holiday adventure your whole family will love at LurayCaverns.com.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Get up to 45% off site-wide and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Maddie, where can I take my family if we're looking for an upscale experience for the holiday?
You have a couple of options. So one good option is A Kitchen, which is right in Center City. They are going to do a set price, 3 courses, and you get to choose sort of in between those things. So You can do oysters. They're going to do oysters in the half shell from Sweet Amalia Farms out in New Jersey, which is really cool. They'll do an endive and beet salad, which is like very elegant. And then for your second choice, you get to choose. You can do, a classic turkey. They're getting a heritage turkey that I'm sure they're going to do incredible things with. But you can also do a honey nut squash. I think it's always good in these situations. They have a lot of good like vegetarian options, which I think is really important. They're also doing a roasted cod, which is sort of nice if you want to like go in on the sides, which is usually what I want. They're doing a sausage and escarole stuffing, which sounds really good to me.
That sounds so savory.
I know. They're doing glazed carrots, which sounds so good. They're doing a sweet potato and sunchoke gratin. I feel like it's like, here's Thanksgiving if somebody in your family was a professional cook and like really kind of bouged it up for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And then for dessert, they're doing pumpkin pie, tarte tatin instead of apple pie, which I think I like as a choice. And then also chocolate pot de creme, which is good. Like, I think chocolate is sort of, I kind of want it on Thanksgiving. Like that bitterness, I think can be a really nice end to the meal.
I want chocolate for the whole month.
Totally.
Until the end of the year.
I know, every day.
What are you talking about?
I know, it's funny that we have this holiday that's like so dessert centric and there's no chocolate. It's kind of messed up.
It is messed up. I mean, I've been eating chocolate since October 31st. Okay, so if we are still in the Rittenhouse Square area, which is going to be probably so cute with all of the decor, where else can we go?
You could go to Park, classic Philadelphia restaurant. It's this beautiful dining room. They make very good martinis, which is important to me. And then they are going to do sort of a special Thanksgiving menu afternoon. They have mushroom soup, they have roast turkey, and then, like really amazing mashed potatoes. They'll have gravy. They have candied yams, which I grew up with in North Carolina.
Same.
Kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they won't put marshmallows on it, but don't quote me on that.
You can skip the marshmallows.
You're cool with skipping marshmallows on it?
I'm cool.
Okay.
Now, are you someone that likes everything to touch, like all the sides to touch each other and like have all that gravy and the juices from the candy yams kind of all collide on the plate?
My approach is mashed potatoes as a dip. Gravy should go on the turkey and everything else is like, it can touch, but I'm not like mixing it all together.
Oh, yeah, no. That's insane.
I'm also, here's a question for you. Do you like canned cranberries or do you like homemade?
Oh, here we go. I like canned with the ridges,
I like canned too.
Yeah. I don't think I like fresh cranberry. Like, I feel like it's too tart.
I like the balance of flavors in canned cranberry.
For sure. With all the like saltiness of the other side, it makes sense.
Park will be serving cranberry compote. I think there will not be any ridges, but you can't have it all when you go out. They're not going to serve you canned food, probably.
All right. If I want to celebrate this beautiful day at a restaurant outside of the city, anything in the greater Philly region that will be open?
If you're outside of Philadelphia, there are a few options. My pick personally would be Le Cavalier in Wilmington, Delaware. This is another very, very beautiful restaurant. It's in a historic hotel and they're doing basically Thanksgiving with an eye towards nostalgia and also French influence. So they're doing French onion soup, which I love as a Thanksgiving addition. They'll have a Brussels sprout and foie gras tartine, which is totally over the top, but I feel like that has a real place on Thanksgiving. They're going to have roast turkey. They're also going to have ham, but also all the sort of special sides. So I think that's where I would go if I was outside of the city. The other option, if you're in South Jersey, Sapori in Collingswood is a great option. They're going to do kind of an Italianified Thanksgiving from 1 p.m. to 8:30. So you can still have that like afternoon meal if you want it, take a nap and then like do something in the evening.
Nice. Okay. Well, speaking of that time frame, what time do you like to eat your Thanksgiving meal?
This is such a divisive question.
It is.
I'm an afternoon Thanksgiving person. I like...
So like from 2 to 4?
I'm like a 3:30 person. I want to eat around 3:30.
Got it. I want my family to listen to this episode. And please, for the love of God, please don't make me wait until like 6, 7.
Wow. What's the snack situation?
There are no snacks. It's usually like a big breakfast. So I'll make like pancakes or waffles or French toast in the morning. Like big breakfast. We're watching the Thanksgiving Day parade. We're watching the dog show. Then we're transitioning into music. Everyone take your shower, get ready to go over, because we do house hopping. So yeah, that's why, I mean, we don't really do the afternoon. And then, you know, then it's let's say grace, let's break bread, and then let's watch football.
Okay. That's fun. I like that, but I do think we need some snacks in the afternoon.
Okay.
Personally, here's what I do. I'm like, no one's allowed to eat breakfast around noon. We're just bringing out the snacks. We're having baked brie. We're having oysters. We're shucking oysters.
No way. That's so fun.
I'm pouring very strong cocktails. It's like,
so Maddie, I'm coming over. We're going to have to you.
Yeah, but I told you I'm not doing it this year. I was like, right. I'm tired.
Well, we can pregame at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you mentioned cocktails and martinis are important to you. So where in the city would you recommend us going if we're looking for the food, we're looking for the cocktail, and just overall making this day special?
I think there is something to be said for Thanksgiving as a party. And if you align with me on that idea, then Assembly Rooftop Lounge is doing basically a party. They're going to be watching the parade. You'll have a great view of the parade.
Right along Ben Franklin Parkway.
Right along the parkway. They'll have this like big breakfast buffet with sweet and savory. You can have a mimosa. You can have hot cocktail. You can do sort of standing room cocktail party vibes, or you can also buy tickets to have be at a communal style table, which could be really fun. I think this could be a really good option if maybe you can't go home for the holidays. It's like you and a friend or you and a partner, and you want to like sort of be in a convivial space. I think it's going to be fun. And also I love the idea of watching the parade in person, but not like on the street.
Yes. Maddie Schweitzer LeMay, local food reporter and the founder of Tiny Table Tours. I am so thankful you came to talk about holiday food with me today on CityCast Philly.
I really like talking about cranberry sauce with you today.
To check out Maddie's work and to book with Tiny Table Tours, check out the links in our show notes. We also have a list of all the restaurants we mentioned in today's episode. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. Get those reservations in and tell a friend you're thankful for this episode. Rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.